morning, YouTube. How y'all doing this morning? Today's a pretty spiritual uh, reading, so let's get on with it. God, thank you for today. Thank you for opening up our eyes again today. We want to invite you into our day and ask you to guide, protect, and show us your way, your will. Lord, we ask that you show us the truths about life and our retirement, as far as life goes and as far as eternity goes. In your name, amen. So, this morning is December 18th. Let me see. Do some adjustment here. It says, I am incapable of conceiving infinity, and yet I do not accept finity. I want this adventure that is context of my life to go on without end. The paradox of life is that we cannot conceive of its ending, but we also can't conceive of its not ending. We have the image of the circle to help us out of this dilemma. And if we think of the vast cycles of time and generation, the image of a spiral comes to mind. The rich web, the adventure of life, goes on without end. It has preceded us and will outlast us, and humans will go on struggling and surrendering. A related paradox is that we live in a moment of time that is constantly becoming the past, yet will affect the future that we cannot really predict or control. All we have to work with is our brief arc of life now. Yet how precious is it, and how vast, and how it is extended by our ties with others. The web of our relatedness to others brings us into their lives, they're into ours. As we share our attention, we enrich our spirits, and we're enriched again by the gifts of others. A further paradox, every individual is alone, yet none of us is unaccompanied on the curving journey that takes us through this life. Only by letting go of life do I most profoundly enhance it. That is a very spiritually deep reading this morning. I done read it a couple times because I had to try to grasp what it was talking about. And for me, infinity. Let me see. It says, I'm incapable of conceiving infinity. Big old handy dandy big book. Definition finder. FG. Let's see what we can find. Infinitely, extremely, enormously, vastly, beyond measure. Infinite, unlimited, never ending, without limits or boundaries. Awesome. So, incapable of conceiving infinity, yet I do not accept finity. I have trouble accepting the ending part. I think that I'm not the only one who has trouble thinking about what's going to happen when the door closes. When we meet that time. But here's the truth. The truth is, if I'm spiritually okay, if I'm mentally okay, then my future is sealed. What do I have to lose from believing and consuming myself with spirituality, growing my spirituality, or sealing my retirement? I love to preach that the retirement part of this program, or this successful life. The retirement part is that our retirement is sealed spiritually when we step into this way of goodness or successfulness. Because I will no longer, I'm going to think about what happens when the door closes. But in the end, truthfully, I'm okay with it. I don't want it to happen, but I'm okay because I know my affinity or my ending is going to be well. Uh, I want an adventure that is context of my life to go on without end. Boop, boop. So, if I want my life to continue in, with no end, seems like I better get suited up for the spiritual life after this. My retirement, I have to have 2 retirements ready and available. I need to have some sort of financial retirement, and then I need a spiritual retirement. If I do retire and I get to be an old age, then I need to have something that is going to help me continue in this life. And when I pass or when that door closes, I need to be spiritually fit. And my belief is that heaven is my eternity. And as long as I'm seeking success, and success is spiritual success. It's not a physical success. It's not a material success, although those things are nice. But my retirement is spiritual. As long as I have a spiritual retirement, I'm good. The rich web, the adventure of life goes on without end. That is my belief, and that is what I've been taught, and that's what I will continue to relay out. Is that if we're spiritually set, if we're spiritually set for success, then we will continue going on. That's what my or our God promises. That if we follow Him, if we follow God, then we will, enjoy eternity, the fruits of eternity, and that's what I want to do. I want to enjoy. What do I have to lose? I can believe in God, and I can accept that maybe there's hope, and I have faith that I'm going to get to enjoy eternity with God in heaven, roads of gold. I don't know about you, but if I die without spirituality, or the door closes without spirituality, and there is a heaven, well, now my retirement's not so much sealed, because evidently I haven't done what God said I needed to do. But if the door does close, and there isn't what I think or what I have faith that there is to be next for me, what did I lose? I don't think I lost anything. I think that my legacy continues to go on. My legacy for wanting spiritual success, for wanting people to be better, for wanting life in itself in general to be better. That's the truth. The truth is that I have nothing to lose by confessing and striving each day for spiritual success. Nothing at all. If I pass on and there isn't a God, well, I lived a great life. I helped people to the fullest, and I was successful at every moment. If I do die, if a door does close, and there is a God, you best believe that I hope I've been doing everything that God asked me to do to continue my retirement into eternity. So, yet, how precious is it, and how vast, and how is it extended by our ties with others? Our ties with others is this: I'm going to show you love. I'll show you love, and everybody has to be shown love in different manners. I can't show one love to everybody. It's one love, but it's a different type of love. Each and every individual deserves a different kind of love, and finding that love is sometimes the hard part. A further paragraph: every individual is alone, yet none of us is accompanied on the curving journey that takes us through this life. Only by letting go of life do I most profoundly enhance it. Only by letting go of the world. See, because I'm going to put that in terms that I understand. Only by letting go of this world, this worldly actions, the way that the world acts. The only way that I let the world go like that is by spirituality. When I become spiritually fit, spiritually sound, I have now let life as the world knows it, I have let it alone. And I have picked up some spiritual tools, and I continue to live. Therefore, says, I profoundly enhance life. Life. I profoundly enhance life the moment that I let go of the world as it is. That is the truth. If I want a better, successful eternity, I better start preparing for it today, this morning. Wake up and start your day with a smile. If you like what you hear and you want to hear more of what I gotta say, smash that like button and subscribe today. Every time that we smash that like button, it puts it out for YouTube to present more people with this page, with this channel, and so that we can get more viewers. Like, share this channel with people who are struggling or who don't want to read in the morning, who want someone else to read and interpret that reading for them. That's what I do, through God's eyes, through mine. So, everybody smile and experiment the truth today. Spirituality is a blessing and an eternity. I'm Chris, I'm an alcoholic, 11, 19, 12. I'm cashing out.